The views and opinions on this show are for entertainment purposes only. The only factual information is any story that has happened to AT2 or the parties involved. Other than that, go ahead and get you a drink, get you something to eat, just relax and enjoy the show. Let's have fun. All right, y'all, let's get real. What's up, everybody, and welcome to a brand new episode of Talk the Real Deal with AT2. And yes, I'm your boy AT2. How everybody doing? How everybody living? How everybody feeling? I don't know what happened to the theme song because the theme song was playing and then it cut out. But I had restarted it again because I was like, hold on, I ain't ready. But what's up, everybody? Thank you for coming. How you doing? How you living? How you feeling? Welcome to a new episode of Talk the Real Deal with AT2. Hashtag TTRD. Let me say what's up to the people before we start. What's up, Wu Chow? How you doing? What's up, MB? Thank you for coming. What's up, Winnie? Shout out to all my members. Where are my moderators at? Because I know Vegas Girl in here working hard. Shout out to Vegas Girl. Shout out to everybody in Germany. I love everybody overseas for watching me because sometimes I'll be like, do y'all understand like the lingo and like the culture and stuff like that? So it's cool. What's up, the Brad? Thank you for coming. What's up, Angela? Hello. Shout out to everybody in Texas right now. Hopefully you guys are safe. I know y'all got that crazy storm. What's up, Goody? Thank you for coming. You're the good Goody, not the bad one. What's up, Juice? Thank you for coming. Definitely shout out to Juice. Everybody check out our channel, The Juice Radio Show. What's up, Tony? Shout out to everybody on Facebook. We got Mina up in the building. All right. Let's go ahead and get started. So I had seen on TikTok, mind you, I think I'm going to convert over to TikTok and then I'm going to come back over to YouTube because I'm tired of dealing with all these doo-doo mamas on YouTube. The doo-doo mamas on YouTube be terrorizing me. They get on my nerves. So I think I might move over to TikTok, then come back. But anyway, let's go ahead and talk about it. What's up, Curly? Thank you for coming. So I had seen that there was this thing about Jen and Ben. They had some kind of thing going on where they were at the premiere of her movie on Amazon, Shotgun Wedding, right? And this is what I had seen. People had interpreted as him saying like, hey, I'm not going to drink. Let me go ahead and show you guys the video. I can't play the sound. Mind you, you can't even hear it because you have to read their lips. But here we go. So it seems like he's telling her like, hey, I'm not drinking. You know, I'm not going to have, I haven't been drinking. And then he goes like, Jen, see right here. And then he says, Jen. And she's like ignoring him. She's like pissed off. Like, you drunken fool. I told your ass not to have a drink, but he decided to drink anyway. Allegedly. Let me be careful and say allegedly. So then y'all, we move over to the Grammys, and like the lip reader had thinks that they said this. The lip reader thinks that Jennifer was telling Ben to look more friendly. I think she was telling him like, no, you better not drink. I think he was all like, Jen, I want to have a drink. I want to have a drink, Jen. And she's telling him like, no, you better not drink. Because why would she tell him to look motivated? That sounds stupid. They're not running a mile or something like that. They're at the Grammys. Look motivated. Now, she could have told him to look happy because he did look miserable. Now, when you see them together, they look miserable as hell. Look, y'all. This was them at the Grammys. Let me go ahead and take that down. I'm sorry, y'all. This was them at the Grammys. See Jennifer getting it right, and Ben looking like, "Oh, get me the hell up out of here! What the hell am I doing here?" Ben does not look happy at all. Am I making it up, y'all? Am I making it up? Jen trying to pop that Uchi, and Ben just looking miserable. Jen out there popping that Uchi while Ben is just looking miserable. Look at that. I don't know what Jennifer, whatever they couple name is. I don't know what they're gonna do, y'all, but they look miserable. You can just tell by the body language. Here's another photo of that interaction. She's looking stone faced, and they trying to play it off like everything cool. So Jen just had that movie come out, right? She just had that movie come out, and then she had she has an album getting ready to come out and some other projects. So she's basically trying to hold this relationship together. Back in 2021, when they were dating, she was under the impression that he got everything under control and he wasn't drinking no more. But that is not true, obviously, now. They're already married, so it's too late. You know, they got married back in August of last year. Unfortunately, it's already too late. She's in it. If she ends up divorcing Ben, this looks totally bad on her. So besides her, you know, because in Hollywood, you can't really say these people love each other. These are more like arranged marriages. So in actuality, she's trying to protect herself and her career, because if she divorces somebody else or gets in another relationship, unfortunately for women, it matters about their body count. Now, I'm not saying I'm saying that. I'm saying y'all say that. Y'all say that. And unfortunately, it matters about their body count. One of the things that we always talk about Jennifer Lopez is that she's connected to this man. She's dating this man. Everybody's concerned who she's dating. At the age of 50, she should be able to date whoever she wants to. I don't think you should have those I don't want to say misogynistic, because there's women who say it too, but those kind of like old school standards, you know, is she getting tested? Is she clean? You know, those are the kind of things that we should be more concerned about, whether or not who she's dating, as long as she's taking care of her health, her sexual health, her mental health and everything like that. She can date and have whoever she wants to. We got to stop thinking old school like that. However, in Hollywood, they always associate Jennifer with a man. Now, like I said before, she was under the impression that Ben had this under control, but he totally lied about it. He doesn't. And she's constantly reminding him, like, no, you can't drink. You can't have a drink. Now, I think what would be best if she didn't drink too, because that's the thing. J-Lo is drinking as well too. And so you're basically tempting somebody. It's like somebody say, "Oh, I'm trying to give up fast food," but as soon as they smell the McDonald's French fries, they're gonna want to eat the fast food. Let's be honest, you know? You can't tempt somebody, take them to parties and stuff like that. I think it'd probably be best if Ben stays home. But because of Hollywood, they have to be seen together and stuff like that. But I really think it would be best if Ben stays home. I think him going to these events where there's alcohol involved, it's not good for him, you know? And Ben does not want to go back to rehab. He's under the impression that he's good. He can handle his liquor. But in 2001, you know, after he did Daredevil, he went to rehab. Then in 2017 and 2018, he went. 2018, it was bad because his ex-wife, Jennifer Gardner, was the one that staged an intervention, as well as his kids, for him to go back to rehab. So the drinking has been really bad. And they say whenever you have family that's drinks and stuff like that, you're more than, or have an addiction issue, you're more than likely to have an addiction issue. Ben's father actually had an alcohol problem as well too. So it goes in a long list of history in his family, unfortunately. It's a very unfortunate thing, but you know, it is what it is. We can only hope that he gets the help, or he realizes that he does need help. You know, I think for someone like him who constantly keeps going back to rehab, and it's just as recently as about 4 years ago, I think it would still be a struggle, you know? And shout out to anybody who's been in recovery for alcohol and stuff like that. I know that it is something serious and it is something really tough. Um, but being around temptation, I don't think that's good for you when you're in the early stages of your recovery. I would think, 4 years might be a little early for him. And Jennifer lives a fast-paced life. She's in Hollywood as well. I think it would be one thing if he dated somebody who was just average, just a regular old girl, somebody average. But him being in that Hollywood and getting wrapped into that, I don't think that's good for his mental, and that's not good for his recovery. He has to get out of that. Somebody might invite him to a party and they might think that he's good, but he's not good. Obviously, he's still drinking and everything like that. He's tempted. Temptation is all around you there. What's up, everybody? Thank you I see Patrice in the building. Thank you for coming. What's up, DS? Let me read some of your comments. He's sad his family owned. Oh, whoa. Oh, Jesus. Wait. Don't see you taking this. I know it's Black History Month, but damn. What's up, Queen Barbara? Thank you for coming. You're so right, and it's sad. Right. I think him being around temptation it's not good for him, It's not good. Mike, I don't know what that has to do with this conversation. You're gonna have to clarify that for me. Ben appears to have some real personal problems. Yeah, and I think also too, maybe him getting back with Jennifer wasn't good for him at this time. I think he should have probably slowed his roll. They have non-alcoholic beer. Yeah, they actually do. I had some before, non-alcoholic beer, but I don't like beer, period. What's up, Stevie? Thank you for coming. Yes. So he's claiming to be sober. That's the thing. He's claiming to be sober. And Jen was, for those of you just tuning in, make sure y'all hit that like button too as well. And as well, you can support the channel by sending a super chat, super sticker, Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. Y'all see it all up there. But he's basically, Jen was under the impression that he was sober. He was good. Everything was fine. It was perfect. But she's slowly realizing, like, oh no, this dude still has a problem. Like, he wants to drink. He wants to be out there. Because basically, this is what it is with temptation. You think you have it under control, and you're like, I'll just have a little bit, I'll just have a little bit. I'll be good. I'll just have one drink. And then one drink leads to 2 drink, 3 drink, 4 drink, 5 drink. And then by the time you realize you are haggard and, you a drunkard. Shout out to all my old heads out there, because drunkard is kind of like an old school word, but you're a drunkard. And basically that's what he is. He's been filmed stumbling out of parties and stuff like that, drunk and everything like that. So this is common. It's a common thing, unfortunately, for Ben, just must love her. Why my vision go blurry for a minute? Jen must have some roots on. Oh, Jesus, take me to the king. It does seem like he. Right. I think at this point, I don't want to say they should get a divorce or anything like that, but I think he does need help, and I think that she needs to probably stop drinking as well too. I think it would be best for her to stop drinking as well too. I think her drinking has tempted him, Goody said, unfortunately, because of his status, he wouldn't marry a regular person that doesn't match his financial status, especially without a prenup. Yes, you are right about that. But I think if you get a prenup, you'll be good, If you get yourself a prenup, I think it'll be good, him dating the average one. And maybe he doesn't need to get married. Maybe he just needs to. Maybe the same. Well, for Jennifer, I don't think she has a problem dating like nobodies. Remember she was with the one dancer dude, the Casper dude. I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but he wasn't like well known and stuff like that. So I think that'll probably be perfect for her. Somebody who just wants to be chauffeured around, taken care of. I think that would be good for her, you know? What Lachelle say? She said, so J Lo did Jennifer Gardner a favor. Yeah, in a roundabout way, yeah, she did Jennifer Gardner a favor, right? Oh man, yeah, y'all right. That's basically what she did. She did her a favor, you know. Ooh, you never stop being an addict. You just become a recovering addict. Addict for the rest of your life. Recovery is a lifetime commitment. Ooh, Miss Curiosity. That's a good one. I never thought about it like that. Oh, because I know there's some people, and I've never dealt with addiction, so I can't. Well, I used to be addicted to casinos, but that stopped when I didn't have any more money. So yeah, once the money dried up, you ain't addicted to no casino anymore. But but on a serious note, I was under the impression like you can get off of something, like say alcohol. We'll just take it alcohol. I don't want to go too deep into heroin, coke, and all that, right? So I thought like when you do, do the 12-step program and all that stuff, I thought you could go back to drinking. Like, you could have you a glass of wine or something like that and then be okay. But as long as you have like one, I didn't know you were supposed to like stop like for the rest of your life. Um, and I don't want anybody to share the story if they're not comfortable, with sharing their story and stuff like that. But I would like to know that. Can you go back to drinking, or is it you're not supposed to ever drink again? That's a very good question. I would definitely like to ask somebody that, because I always thought you could go back to drink, because drinking is legal. No, never. Oh, okay, shit. Hey, I stand correct. Never. Okay, no. Yeah, now that I mention it, that makes sense. Yeah, why would you go back to drinking if that's the thing that led you down this road in the first place, you know? And especially if he's been to rehab 3 different times, um, yeah, obviously it's a problem. It wasn't like a one-off thing, like you were in a depression and then you had to try to get sober and stuff like that. But it's a reoccurring theme: total abstinence from any substance that can be mind altering. Okay, thank you, Caitlin. I appreciate that. I mean, is it Carolyn or Carlin? Thank you, Carlin. I'll just say Miss Costello. Miss Costello, thank you. I appreciate that. Oh, I do have somebody in the background. Oh, hold on. I thought I had somebody in the background, but I didn't get a notification. What's up, Juice? How you doing?
What's up? Listen, don't be talking about my hat. I didn't want to do the hair today, but I came on here.
I always appreciate you coming up. What you got to add to the conversation?
It's so sad that J-Lo and Ben are both going through this again. It's like a mess. But you know what? I think Ben really has some personal things that he probably still has to deal with, allegedly. Some personal things he has to deal with, because usually when people that I know were drinking and addicts, and I'm not talking about everybody's experience, I'm just talking about the people that I have met, they were trying to cover up and hide something, or get rid of something, or suppress something. So it kind of feels like Ben has some issues or things that he still haven't dealt with, and that needs to really be taken care of. Hey, Naughty Love.
Right. Hey, Naughty. Yeah, it seems like there's something deeper. With him. I think possibly, I don't want to say, because a lot of us blame everything on Hollywood. Hollywood is weird. Hollywood is this, but it's something internal in him that's going on. And I think it goes back to his father being an alcoholic as well, too. And whatever happened in his childhood, I don't know. I didn't look too deeply into it. Whatever happened there, it's leading him down the same path as his
Right.
father, and it's very unfortunate, you know.
It is. It is. And there could be so much darkness that he hasn't dealt with yet. And no matter whether he's probably with Jennifer or with the other people or whoever he is with, even if he's with somebody that's not a celebrity, if he doesn't deal with his own internal things, it's just going to keep going from house to house to home, woman to woman. So that's not going to change. That's something that Ben, I believe, needs to take care of himself. And it's sad because it seems like it's really something that really gets him in, from me watching Ben, something like a sad state. Something deep is going on with him.
Right, right. I definitely agree. And Lachelle, thank you for sharing your story. I appreciate that. She said I had an ex that was an addict. Unfortunately, like someone that doesn't suffer from addiction, they do not know when to stop. Yeah, that's
Well,
very.
they won't stop until they've dealt with the issue that they are trying to cover, that they're trying to suppress.
Mm.
They won't deal with it.
Right, right. And you know, it's one thing. Like, how do you support someone who does have an addiction issue? You know, like they don't really teach you that. I always wonder because, like, um, have I ever dealt with someone who might have a I think I deal with people who might have addictions, but they don't want to admit that they have addictions. I think I
Mhm.
deal with more of those people, but I don't know how to actively help someone. You know what I mean? Have you ever had to deal with that situation where you try to actively help someone?
I have. And what I ended up doing was when I saw that the case was beyond me, I would refer them to a professional.
Okay.
Because there's
Yeah.
certain things that we can take care of, and there's certain things that need to be handled over to a professional. I have interviewed people on my channel who have dealt with addictions and dealt with things in their life, in their personal life. And we have a counselor that I work with. She's actually a family member, and she does counseling all day. This is what she deals with: addiction, drugs, alcohol, sex abuse, mental abuse, everything. That's what she deals with. And she
Mm.
basically will let people know that until you get to the root of what's causing it, all you're going to be doing is putting a band-aid over it.
Right, right. I definitely agree. I think you're putting a band-aid over it by not seeking the help or trying to solve the issue yourself. And it's all like, no, that's not going to work because I believe that sometime, oh Lord, I'm gonna have the women coming after me. I
They
think
ain't gonna get you. They
sometimes
ain't gonna
when
get
you're dating a woman, she sometimes steps into that mother role, and you be like, "You ain't my mama." And so, but she's not trying to be. But sometimes women can overstep and then get in that mother role. And what do we do when our parents try to tell us something? We rebel, and I think that could be what's going on. Do you agree?
I do. I am going to back you up and support you on that because women are nurturers. We're just automatically nurturers. And
Yes.
sometimes we could turn that nurturing into overboard. Ben is a grown man. And then it could also be damaging because we don't know what Ben's real issue is. What if his dark issue and dark problem was his mother being so demanding to him? And then J-Lo is going to come and start doing the same things that his mother did. That could be triggering for him.
Oh, I never thought about it like that, but possibly it could be a thing where
Right.
it could be triggering because it's all like she's doing the same thing that my mom did, and I'm good. I'm fine. You know, you can't tell an addict that they need help. They'll be like, "What? What? I'm good." You know.
But you
Oh
write about
shit!
you write about us mothers and these women. Y'all women, y'all stop trying to be the boss of these men. Y'all stop. I'm gonna back you
You
up on
said it,
that
not me.
one. I told him, I said it. I know I look like a boy with this hat on, but I'm woman. I'm a woman. And we need to fix ourselves. Shoot, who told y'all was in charge anyway? Shoot, y'all ain't the boss of these men. Bible said they was the head. Come on now.
Right. So, what do you think about J Lo? Do you think that she may have known, like Margaret had said, do you think she may had known beforehand, or did she think that she could probably control him or change him, or she was blindsided?
But didn't
Because
they
they say she was blindsided.
didn't she date? Didn't they date before? I thought
Yeah,
they
back in
dated before.
2000.
So she knew his history. So it's
Mm.
not anything new. She may just got a new book and a page, but the book is still the same. She may just got a new page. So I believe she knew, and I believe maybe she thought, maybe allegedly, she could have thought there was some change. However, it's back, it's resurfaced. And so now she's gonna have to deal with it.
Right, right. She's definitely gonna have to deal with it now because when you get married, this is one of the reasons why you're married. But when you get married, you take on your spouse's issues, for better or for worse. That's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to help them through things. So, Jen, your hands are tied now. You can't back out of this.
Yeah, and now let's look at Jennifer. Jennifer may have some issues also that she may need to take care of and look at, because oftentimes we
Mm,
want to put people in front of the mirror, but we also need to understand we may need to get in front of that mirror ourselves. So
right.
Jennifer may need some things that she need to check out herself too.
Right. And Juice, that's your channel. So make sure you guys subscribe to her
Thank
channel
you.
and also hit that damn like button. But I wanted to ask you this because I just thought about something. Should Jen stop drinking in front of Ben? Because, I don't know if you've seen the clips earlier, but, there was one there at the party,
I
at her
saw it.
premiere party. She's drinking. Then at the Grammys, you see everybody drinking. And you're taking him to these things. He looks miserable because probably he's one of those people that are more sociable when they are drunk and he
Hmm.
doesn't know how to I think that's honestly why he looks miserable everywhere. He
Right.
doesn't know how to handle being the sober one because it's not fun when everybody else is drunk and you the sober one. Have you ever had to be the designated driver? It sucks.
Yep, I was that designated driver. I was designated driver for a long time, but I've never been a big drinker. That's never been my thing. But Ben, I think if Jennifer, that's her husband, she needs to help him along this process.
Right.
She does not need to be drinking in front of him because her job as a wife is to help her husband through the process. So if she knows that her husband has an alcohol problem, then help him along the process and not drink the alcohol in front of him because that's tempting to him. He
Right.
wants to do that same thing. I mean, heck, I'm trying to lose weight. If my husband come in front of me with a piece of chocolate cake, I'm gonna indulge. And if he tell me no, I can't have it, I'm gonna be like, well, why you got it? Why you in front of me with it? You know,
Right. You have to do it together. It's
you
a
got to do
teamwork.
it.
It has to be together.
She should do it together if she wants her husband to get help. If she wants to try and help him with that step process, she should.
Right, right. I definitely agree.
Mhm.
I think also for Ben, I think if he doesn't want to go to these places, I think it's best for him not to go.
Right.
I think, them wanting to do a photo op and walk the red carpet. Well, actually, that would work. If they just want to do a photo op, walk the red carpet, and then leave a lot. I don't know if y'all know that, but a lot of people in Hollywood do that. They'll walk the red carpet and then leave the event they won't actually go in. He could do that. That would be
Yeah.
perfect. Nobody has to know where he went, if he left or not. He could do more things like that. If they have to do the photo ops for the public and stuff like that,
Right.
then yes, do that. But don't go to the events if you're not going to have a good time, you know?
Right. 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 There seems to be some deeper issues here with maybe the two of them. Mm-mm.
Right. There's something going on that they haven't like fully uncovered, but it's not making sense here why he uh, they just got married back in August. Isn't this the
They did.
honeymoon phase?
They
Juice?
did. They did. I did a little excerpt on that when she got married, when they got married, and I knew I was like right there. I was like, "Oh Lord, here you go." I didn't know how soon it was gonna come, but I was like, "It's gonna come. There are gonna be some stories." I knew it because I was like, I don't know about this." I don't think that Ben really likes the spotlight like that. I
Hmm.
think that's J Lo's thing, and it may make him uncomfortable to have all so much attention on him. I don't know. I'm just speaking allegedly, but I
Right.
think that's part of the discomfort. I don't know if I think kind of they clash. I just don't know. But when I saw, I was like, they get married. Oh boy, here we go. Mm-mm.
Yeah. Because they're about 6 months into their marriage. So
Yeah.
should they already like having issues in a relationship is normal. Let's put that out there.
Right.
It's
Right.
normal. However, if the issue is alcohol, like when in a marriage do you hit like the real issues? Like, should it be in the first 6 months?
It should be yes within the first month. You should be able to see
Mm,
that. You should be able to see that, have conversation about it, and you should be able to smell it. If there's excessive alcohol, you should be able to smell it. I think what happens in relationships is people see the little signs, they hear them, they smell them, they are witness to them, and they ignore them because they're not looking for them, because they're so in tune to try and looking at the person and trying to get the relationship that they're blocking out signs and signals that they should be watching for. And so when they show up 6 months later, they want to act as though it's brand new. No, it showed itself before that 6-month period. You just
right. I have to agree with you. I think that she's seen it. She ignored it because she wanted to live this fairy tale fantasy of a marriage, but realized that this dude had a problem and probably thought she could change him. Like I said earlier, probably thought she could change him. Like, oh, I know I can be the one to change him and get him clean. And then he'll go to all the red carpets, because basically in her mind, she probably sees Ben as a great look for her, more than like a great partner for her. There's some deep stuff that I'm saying, y'all. This is deep.
Go ahead.
He's a great look for her, not a great partner for her.
There you go. Wasn't he fresh out of a relationship when they got married though? Was he fresh, or how long had he been separated or divorced?
I think she was just fresh out of her relationship. Okay. I think he was probably dating around, but I don't think it was anything serious. But, she was with A-Rod and they're supposed to get married, and then they canceled all that. So, that's another thing. So,
it's tough. It's sad, but I'm really sad for Ben. I really am. I'm really sad for him.
Oh, and Sunny Day said he had this issue for a while, and one of the biggest reasons Jennifer Garner divorced him, those are some issues going to be waiting for the next partner, right? And it was waiting for Jennifer Lopez. It was waiting for J-Lo. Them problems came, It's very unfortunate, But Juice, thank you so much for coming up. Was there anything else you wanted to add?
No, I missed you. I was actually thinking about you today. I was going to inbox you. I was like, what? And then I got the notification because I was just finishing up some stuff on the test, and I got the notification. Actually, my husband got the notification first because our phones are linked. And he said, your boy's getting ready to come on. And I was like, what? I was like, let me put these files down and find out what's going on with my friend. Let me put these files down.
No, I appreciate you as always. Make sure you guys subscribe to her channel, and then also too as well where they can find you on Facebook, Instagram, and all that as well too.
That's right. YouTube, Facebook. I'll put it in the comments, everything. We're on social media everywhere, but our main channel is YouTube. And we also have a website, thejuiceradio.net. But all you got to do is type in the Juice Radio and Talk Show, and you'll see the red mug and the microphone. That's my logo. And there we are. We're going to talk about what's going on in these churches. We're going to try and clean up some stuff. The pastor won't say it, what the members doing wrong and what he doing wrong, but we going to tell y'all.
So right. It's a lot going on with these pastors, but we'll talk about that later.
You got a lot to talk about. We sure do. Lot correction coming. When you going to put on your pastor wig? That's what I want to know. When you going to put on the bishop wig? And do that? That's what I want to know.
Maybe soon. That's next on my Amazon wish list.
I'm going to name you Bishop Do Right.
Thank you, Juice. Thank you for coming up. I appreciate you as always.
All right. See y'all later.
All right. All right, you guys. Oh, Sunny Day, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you. As always, you guys, thank you so much for checking out the show. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, and press all. In a serious note, I do want to say anybody that is recovering, please, stay diligent. Stay on your recovery. If you need help, don't be afraid to ask for help. I think that's another thing, being able to admit that you have an issue, and also saying whether or not you need help. That's very important. But I want to say thank you to everybody checking out the show. Shout out to all the members. Shout out to my moderators and all my AT-tubers watching out there. We'll be back a little bit later, you guys. Thank y'all for watching. Deuces. We out. Where's my outro? Every time I try to play my outro, it never plays. It never plays on time.